is another Monday Night Raw review. Sorry if the audio doesn't sound good, but we have a point to explain here in this video. Starting off Monday Night Raw, we have Jey Uso coming out. He's doing the eat, eat. But then we got CM Punk coming out, kinda saying that he's gonna win his match at Saturday Night. Lame of it. Yeah, I definitely also got that from Bobby Monsoon. Anyways, let's get into it. So yes, as talked about before, Jey Uso did open up the show. Then, of course, CM Punk came out. He said that he was going to win the title and everything. He said that he was CM Punk. Jey said he didn't have the bloodline. He didn't have Jamie. He didn't have Roman Reigns. He didn't have anybody by his side. We'll get back into Jey later in this review, but for right now, let's just talk about his promo with CM Punk. But after that, it was Rusev versus Penta, which, a lot of people was saying that they expected, Penta or Rusev to win. I thought it was going to end in a DQ anyways, because, Dom didn't want the match anyways. And I also did predict that it was going to probably end up being a triple threat at Saturday night's lame event. So, for that match, all my predictions, I'm going with Dom, of course. So Dominic Mysterio hired Los Americanos, and they were the ones to get involved into the match, and they got DQ'd. So of course it was confirmed that there was going to be a triple threat at Saturday night's lame event between Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Rusev for the Intercontinental title. So, at Saturday night's main event, of course, like I said in the previous clip, I got Dominic Mysterio. Then it was a match between Roxanne Perez and Nikki Bella, which I was expecting Nikki to probably win, but Roxanne Perez did get the win, and I'm so happy for Roxanne Perez, since she's been really getting losses for the past couple of weeks. Raquel's been getting losses too, so, really, this is very, very good for the Judgment Day, for the female side of it. And then after the match, the Judgment Day started beating up on Nikki Bella. Stephanie the Cure comes out. And I think eventually it's probably going to be Raquel versus Stephanie to make more sense in the match. And when I say the match, I mean the War Games match. But after that segment, a random match was just made between Braun Breaker and LA Knight. It was a pretty solid match, but it wasn't really anything special. Of course, Braun Breaker got the win. I think LA Knight should have got the win. If we're really talking about realistically, if Jey Uso did win that Battle Royal, then I think LA Knight should have been in the match too. I think it should have been a triple threat. I just wanted to interrupt and cut in this segment. As long as we're doing reviews, we're going to do a match of the night thing. So, yeah, let's get into that now. So, the match of the night, guess what? It was not the main event. It was actually the co-main event, I'm pretty sure, between JD McDonough and Sheamus. This was like a actual banger match. I think it should be Sheamus and Penta or somebody that's in the IC division facing Finn Balor and JD. Me personally, I feel like JD is probably one of the best high flyers in the Judgment Day, but this match really deserves this reward. So it's finally time to talk about the main event, which there really wasn't nothing special in this match. It was a pretty good match, still there was really nothing special, like I said. Just, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss and Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, because that's literally who's in the match. So really, it was just plain. There was nothing special. So in total, I give the Jey Uso and CM Punk segment 2 out of 7 stars. 2.7 out of 5 stars. So now that I finally got it right, the Penta and Rusev match was, I would say, in my opinion, it was 2.1 star. And I would also rate Nikki Bella and Roxanne Perez 2.1 stars too. I would rate LA Knight and Braun Breaker, guess what, a 2.6. And then we got the banger of a match between JD McDonough and Sheamus. I would say that this match is probably a 2.9. WWE, if you're watching this, this can feed families. And then we got Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley versus Charlotte, so whatever you want to call them, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I feel like this match was pretty good, and I like to see the women main event, but it was probably a 2.6. And thank you guys all for coming here and appreciating my channel, looking at my reviews and everything. So I just want to give a shout out to all my subscribers. You know, if you do want a shout out though, you can just comment below and then I'll give you a shout out on, you know, whatever I'm doing the next video or whatever. So just thank you to all my subscribers. And, you know, y'all been asking for this content, so that's why I'm making it right now. So, I really just appreciate all the love, all the support, with doing these videos and stuff. Sorry that I wasn't able to publish it, yesterday, which, at the time of recording this, is Wednesday. I just wasn't able to do it yesterday, but I hope I can upload it today, and today is Wednesday. So that's when I'm recording this part right now. Some of the stuff was from Tuesday, but, you know, I had sound issues with my phone for some reason. So, you know, I'm going to, you know, have to step that up too. So, I hope I'm having pretty good audio right now. And without further ado, I just want to say thank you to all you. And maybe for SmackDown, I can do it actually the day after, or I can do it after SmackDown comes on, like at 10:30 or something. I would love to do that, but I really don't know if I have the time to. So I'm gonna try to, but I might not. So I definitely am gonna try to, but I might not be able to do it. And without further ado, peace.